Hello, how are you? Assalamu alaikum. So I'm making another video today because there was this nagging thought that I had as far as the IELTS speaking goes. These days I'm just almost done with this small batch of students that I had, and they are going to be sitting for the exam in the next couple of days, and I wish them best of luck. I hope they do really well. But at times when I'm having the speaking session with my students, and I ask them a question, like for instance, do you have a pet? Their answer is no. No, we don't have a pet. No, I don't have a pet. Now that's okay. You never had a pet. I get it. But if you just go like that, then what is the examiner supposed to do with that? So my tip to them is make a story out of it. Don't just say no, I don't. Do you cook? No, I don't cook. Do you go out with your family? No, I don't, which is obviously impossible. But especially if you're living in Pakistan. In Pakistan, we're dragged to social events even if we don't want to go, and that goes for all ages and all genders. Especially when you're young, you can't even hide behind excuses like I have to study. You just have to go, and families rarely go to family traditional social events without dragging all of their little ones along with them. And we are very family oriented society and culture, and it's very important for us to have our children being involved in all kinds of social activities and social events. So saying that you've never been out with your family is not not possible if you're living in a country like Pakistan. So my point is, you never say no flat out. You need to come up with something. Do you have a pet? Yes, I had a pet. I don't have a pet at the moment, but yes, I had a pet. I had a parrot when I was growing up, and that parrot was an amazing pet, and that parrot was a very important, integral part of our family, right? So you get my point. You just come up with something. You just don't say no. Okay, so that was something that was nagging me. Another thing that is asked very often in the IELTS exam is, what is your daily routine like? Now, when you ask that question, you don't literally have to tell the examiner from the moment you press your snooze button of every single thing that you did, right? So you kind of have to cluster all of it, and you have to break it down into interesting parts with transitional words and with different kinds of verbs and adjectives. So you can't be a very you can't go chronologically, that I woke up at 6 a.m. and then I got out of bed, then I went to the kitchen and made my breakfast, and then I had my breakfast, and you get my point. So you shouldn't do that. Don't do that. So something better would sound like, I generally wake up early in the morning. I'm an early bird, even though I prefer to wake up later, but my work commitments compel me to wake up really early. And once I'm up and about. I make breakfast for my family, and then I get some house chores done, and then I leave the house in enough time to reach my workplace at 8:30. I have to start my first class at 8:30, so I reach my workplace by 8:30. I have my set of classes, and then I might have a small break and go up to the cafeteria and have a snack, and then after that I wind up the day at the university, and then I come home. I take care of my family. I have lunch with them. After that, I generally have some online classes, or I have to study on my own or do some paperwork. So I'm kind of engaged in that till it's evening time. And evening time for me is a bit of a lazy time of the day, because I've had enough of running around and doing chores and looking after my family, that I like to relax a little bit. I like to watch TV. I like to watch Netflix. And so that pretty much sums up my day. In between, I like to pray, and I like to take care of other things, personal things. But other than that, yes, I am pretty much engaged with my family. So that's about it for today. I hope you understood that you have to come up with a story. You have to come up with something. You can't just tell your examiner, no, I've never done this. I don't do it. Please be imaginative. Please be creative and come up with something. All right. Take care. Stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.